Hey everyone. So I made a post not too long ago that said, if it doesn't challenge you, then it won't change you. And this is something that has stuck with me for a few years now because of how true that is. And I just kind of wanted to come on here and explain a little bit further why I think that's such a powerful statement. Because I feel as humans, we get into these routines and we get into these ruts almost where we're comfortable. And comfortable is not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable. But at the same time, if you are constantly in the same position you've always been in and you don't try to push those boundaries a little bit and you don't challenge yourself, then you're not going to be able to grow or to learn from them. And I heard a metaphor one time about lobsters. So take a lobster in the ocean, and every so often they go through these molting changes where, for a while they get really uncomfortable. They're stuck in that shell and they're trying to grow and they're trying to grow, and that shell just becomes too tight, which is challenging for them. But eventually they break free of that shell and they grow. And then a new shell forms that fits them perfectly the way that they need to be. And I think that that metaphor really shows the importance of that quote. If it doesn't challenge you, then it won't change you. And I think that that's a reason why so many people do seek therapy. Is, can you change things on your own? Certainly, you definitely can. You can do that without a therapist. But at the same time, if you don't have an extra set of ears and eyes or have someone necessarily to hold you accountable in a sense, then it's easy to be like, I don't really need to change today. I don't really need to challenge myself today. I'll wait until tomorrow, or I'll wait until next week, or I'll wait until next year. And then eventually you might find yourself in a situation where things need to change almost automatically. And you might go seek a therapist in a crisis situation, which again can be helpful, but sometimes it's nice to go ahead of time and be able to, instead of react, prevent, if that makes sense. So I challenge you to, the next time you're in a situation that makes you, in a healthy situation that makes you slightly uncomfortable, ask yourself, is this the kind of challenging situation that I can learn from and grow from, and that in the long run will be good for me? When I look back on some of the most challenging experiences in my life, like growing from an adolescent to an adult, leaving home and going to college the first time, going to my master's program, and then transitioning from master's to real world life and being an adult and having a job. Some of those were the most challenging experiences, but they were so beneficial and they were essential to me becoming who I am today. But without those, would I have been able to grow and flourish and learn to be the person that I am today? Probably not. So I encourage you to think of maybe some things that challenge you in a good way that maybe you can grow from in the future and that elicit change. Until next time, bye.